the standard deviation and variance of discrete data. So this is the topic of today's lesson, and let's start with the variance. So the variance is a measure of the total dispersion or spread of a set of data. So it is a statistical measurement of the spread between numbers in a data set. The variance measures how far each number in the set is from the mean, and it's given by this formula, which is the variance equals to the sum of x minus x bar squared divided by n, or the number of terms. And x bar here is the mean. While the standard deviation, again, it's a measurement, or it is a statistical measure that measures the dispersion of data set relative to the mean. And it is calculated as the square root of the variance. So, for example, if the data points are further from the mean, so there is a higher deviation within the data set, thus the more spread out the data, the higher the standard deviation. So as the spread of the data increases, the standard deviation is expected to increase. Now let's have an example about the variance and standard deviation. In this example, the marks scored in a test by 7 randomly selected students are: so the first mark is 3, the second mark is 4, the third one is 6, then we have 2, 8, 8, 5. So in total we have 7 marks. We need to find the variance and the standard deviation of the marks. So let's do a table. So in the first column we have x. So the values are 3, 4, 6, 2, 8, 8, 5. So 3, 4, 6, 2, 8, 8, 5. Now in the second column we need to find the mean. So the mean is simply the addition or the sum of all the numbers. So 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 8 plus 8 plus 5 is 36, divided by the number of marks, which is 7. So 36 by 7 is 5.1. So I have 5.1, 5.1, 5.1, 5.1, 5.1, 5.1, and 5.1. Now we need to subtract the mean, which is x bar, from each x. So x minus x bar. So 3 minus 5.1 is negative 2.1. 4 minus 5.1 is negative 1.1. 6 minus 5.1 is 0.9. 2 minus 5.1 is negative 3.1. 8 minus 5.1 is 2.9. Then I have another 2.9, and 5 minus 5.1 is negative 0.1. Now we need to square each value. So x minus x bar squared. So negative 2.1 squared is 4.41. Negative 1.1 squared so it's equal to 1.21. 0.9 squared is 0.81. 3.1 squared is 9.61. 2.9 squared is 8.41. and 0.1 squared is 0.01. So we need to add all these values. So 4.41 plus 1.21 plus 0.81 plus 9.61 plus 8.41 plus 8.41 plus 0.01. So the answer is 32.87 divided by 7. So 32.87 divided by 7, and the answer is 4.7. So this is the variance. Now if we want to find the standard deviation, it's simply the square root of 4.7, and the answer is 2.2. So the variance is 4.7 and the standard deviation is 2.2.